Hey guys, Tim here to introduce a best of show for your Tuesday. I'm on my way home after a very nice Christmas, I'm guessing. I may be recording this before Christmas. But listen, tomorrow I will be back with a brand new episode of DV. Right now, enjoy a classic episode from 2016. Oh, this episode has everything. Annoying children fighting with their moms. A fart lover sharing with us his new fetish. And a psychopath who thinks Garfield is real and satanic. It's a lot to take in. Mentally prepare yourself for this one. It's a roller coaster. If you're not yet Sideshow members, now's a great time to sign up. We've got some holiday deals that are ending soon, so act quick. Go to superfreaksideshow.com, and I will see you back tomorrow for a brand new episode of DB. Whee! It rhymes. Distorted View Daily proudly presents a mother catching her son watching porn online.
I have to have your dad talk to you about this because Mom's not very good about it.
No, Mom.
Listen.
Mom, I was searching around.
Why are you playing with yourself?
I was searching around the internet.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Listen.
No,
I know you're curious.
I was searching around the Mom, I was searching around the internet, and all of a sudden, I was downloading this thing, and I got a computer virus.
I want to see it. Show me what you were downloading.
I deleted the virus.
No, you did not. I have to have your dad go through all this.
I got scared because I deleted the virus, and
No, you're embarrassed.
No, Mom, for
Nathan,
real.
Listen to me. You don't play with yourself.
I didn't.
All right. I have to go to the bathroom.
My parents. Oh my God. You don't get it, do you, Mom? Mom, you don't get it at all. I didn't. My pants slipped off. Yeah, they did. Oh my God, Mom. I had a computer virus, and I got scared that I had the virus. And when I was getting out of my chair, my pants were slipping, and I was pulling them up and getting back on the chair. I got scared, and my pants slipped down a little, and I was pulling them up. I had a computer virus that led me there. And then the virus scared the crap out of me by leading me to that stuff. And then I was getting off of my chair because I thought the virus would spy on me or something with my camera. Oh my God, Mom, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth.
Hey freaks, it's Monday, June 6, 2016. Coming up on the program today, fighting with your mom while live streaming. Plus, first came beef cream, and now it's time for dessert. Fucking robots, and a dick contest gets physical. All this plus your voicemails today on The Distorted View Show.
It's The Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
Black nut juice is good, but I gotta say, Negro nut cream, way better. Hey guys, Tim Henson with you, back to start a new week of programs. At the very top of the show, you heard a kid try to explain why there was pornography on his computer screen. Now, we've played this audio before. I think we first featured it a year or two ago, right? Someone just resubmitted it, so I thought we'd play it at the top of the program. Well, I found new audio of this kid. There's a whole series of confrontations with his mom. Now, the porn one is pretty good. I don't think we could top that. I love his he had an explanation for everything. He tried to think quickly. He did the best he could. I mean, he was under a lot of pressure. He had to think quick, right? Mom walks in, there's porn on the computer screen. It's a virus! All right, well, why was your pants down? That slipped. My pants slipped off when I was trying to get up. All right, okay, I could buy that. All right, so here are a couple new fights with his mom. This kid's name is Nathan, right? So a lot of the fights involve him not going to bed. This kid is probably like 10 or 11, right? Nathan, I told you, it is time to go to bed.
Smarten up and go to bed. You have to get up.
I already am smart. I'm going to 5th grade.
Boom! Mic drop. Hear that, you stupid bitch? He is smart. He's going into the 5th grade.
No, you're not. Because you know what? You don't listen.
Oh, yeah, I am. You're not.
No, you're not smartening up because you don't listen to your mother.
Who are you, Mrs. Government?
Let's go.
Ooh. He's quick with those comebacks. Who are you, Mrs. Government? Huh? Lady President?
Nathan, I said to shut it off. Why don't you listen to me?
Why do you act like Mrs. President?
I said to get off. I'm getting so sick of this every night.
Well, get out of my face and I'll shut it off.
Well,
Gee.
jeez, I say it nicely. Nathan, please. How many times have I called to you? Every single night.
How's that nice of you,
I'm so sick of this crap with you. I want to put you out.
I think he called his mom a prick. And then she starts beating him. Oh, this video has everything. Hold on. I want to hear if he calls her a prick. It kind of, the audio breaks out.
Every single night.
How's that nice of you,
I gotta be prick.
Sick of this crap with you. I want you out.
Uh-huh.
I want you out. You have to move out.
Now I'm not shutting it off. Cause
Yeah, you will.
Fine, God.
Like, there's too much conversation. Now, I'm not a parent. I don't have kids, but I do have a short fuse. I know that. I also know if I hit a child, I will probably go to jail, right? But there's no law against breaking a fucking computer. You know, my dad almost did that with my Commodore 64 when I was racking up the phone bills when I was calling into like that AOL service or whatever. He ripped the computer out of the wall socket. He's like, all right, I'm taking this. You will never see it again. I mean, I had it again like a month later, but yeah, I would have no problem just breaking the computer monitor. It would be well worth the $100 to eventually replace it just to teach my little shit of a child a lesson.
Is this
I mean, fucking business. Yeah, the time for talking is over.
what you want? Is this how I have to respond to you?
I don't know.
I talk to you and I
Call us to child support right now. I'm done.
This kid is pretty smart.
Done.
Yeah, I got CPS on speed dial, cunt.
Call
Nathan,
child support.
I didn't even hurt you. You hurt me every time you don't listen to me. Do you understand me?
Child support phone number.
We're doing a Google search.
Nathan, don't you dare.
I will.
You will never have a mother again.
That's your fault.
This is great. This is one of the best things I think we've ever featured on TV.
You don't do that to me.
Hit your son with a complete douchebag. Watch what
You know what,
happens.
Nathan? Start listening. Okay? That's being
If you would listen to me, I wouldn't have to hit you in the face.
That's the only solution. Hitting.
No, it's not.
Then don't do it.
But you know what, Nathan? Start listening. And maybe Mom won't have to respond like that.
Well, you know what?
I like how he's sort of reframing the argument here. Now it's all about mom hitting the child.
Now I see
You're
why you...
Meanwhile, he's continuing to play his game, I hear. Click, click, click.
You're a bad mother.
Ooh.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Well, you're a bad son because you don't listen.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of love in this family.
Say what you want to say. It's not going to offend me because you're...
It's not going to affect me either because I'm sick of this.
I'm sick of
Listen
you.
to me.
Get out of my face.
Go to bed. Now I know why your father actually...
Well, you know what? If you're going to be a complete douche like that, then I won't shut it down.
Talk to me like that. I gave you life. And you treat me like crap.
The only thing you're trying to specifically give me right now is a bunch of bruises because you don't know how to parent properly.
No,
crap.
that's not...
Oh, this kid is pretty smart. He knows how to talk to this cunt.
true.
It is true.
Nathan, I asked you.
Oh my
Please
God.
go to bed.
I would be dead if I talked to my mom or dad like this. Now, you've heard my mom on the phone. Sweet lady, right? I called her a bitch once. And she did something that I had never seen before or since. It was like she was spinning around to wind up. Like, she went around in a circle a couple of times and then backhanded the shit out of me, right? And I went flying across her bed. I was in her bedroom at the time. And I don't know what the circling did. It really was like a wind-up situation, trying to, I don't know, build up some velocity or something. But I never called my mom a bitch again.
To get up in the
And
morning.
I thought, because she's such a sweet woman, I could get away with it. Oh, no. I would never try it with my dad.
Yes, hitting me in the head a million times
Yeah,
asking, get the heck out of my room.
You know what, Nathan?
He has a computer in his room. Take that fucking shit away.
I didn't hit you when I asked you. I said it, Nathan. I called to you since 10:30. Actually, 20 after.
Yeah, and you said I can stay on.
No, I said I want you off by 10.
You know, you should really
watch...
keep your words, because you said I can stay on for a little bit longer, and you still keep causing...
You're a douche and a liar now.
bullcrap.
Nathan, I said at 10 o'clock, please get off so you can go to bed and watch a show.
And then you said I can stay up longer, so bull
No,
crap.
I didn't.
This goes on for 13 minutes. I mean, I can't play the whole thing today.
Bull crap.
You know what? Stop talking to me like that. Your friends act better than you.
Cool, I don't care.
Go to bed.
What kind of accent is that, by the way? Is that like a Minnesotan Minnesotan accent? I don't know. It's very
To
annoying.
be the douchebag who hits their son all the time.
Clay.
Hi, I'm my only solution to fix my son is hitting. Yeah.
Oh.
And plus, if you broke these headphones in the process of hitting me, then guess what? Then I would be forcing you to get new ones.
I feel like the mother was totally justified hitting this child. I want to hit him.
I like
And
that.
that makes you even more of one.
Well, that makes you more of one, too. It goes both ways.
This is insanity. There's way too much talking going on. I mentioned that, 5 minutes ago. You tell the kid what you want him to do. If he doesn't listen, then you fuck him up. Or you take the goddamn computer away. Something.
Go to bed.
You're a douchebag.
Nathan?
Yeah, you said you're gonna call me one. Call me one. I'm not gonna be
Go to
offended.
bed. I'm done.
No, I'm not offended. I'm not offended.
I'm not offended by you. Go to bed. I've had it.
Yeah, sure you're not. If you're not offended, then why are you crying like a little baby?
I'm not even crying. Go to bed.
You were. You're like, why don't you respect me?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm enthralled by
Now,
this.
do it right now. You're going to start showing me.
I will do it once you get out. God. Well, you know what? You're the one getting me mad in the first place because you don't understand crap.
There is a baby live streamer for you. You know who this kid grows up to be? I'll tell you. I am excited about a new game coming out. I just heard about it recently, and I'm all in with this game. It's called No Man's Sky, and it's for the computer, for the PC, or for PS4. It's made by an indie developer, and it sounds insane. It's a space exploration game, but there are literally 8 or 18 quintillion planets to visit. It's all generated procedurally, right? And you can visit all these planets. The whole point of the game is to get to the center of the universe, and there's different life forms you can identify, and there's trading and crafting and fighting and shit. It sounds like a really awesome game, right? It was supposed to come out in June this month, right? But there's been a delay. Like a lot of games, they get delayed, right? It's delayed until August. And a lot of people are excited for this game. Now, before the company who's making this, or Sony or whatever, officially said, look, the game is delayed until August, there was a leak, right? The gaming website Kotaku published a story saying, look, this game is going to be delayed. You know, it's a gaming website, gaming blog, or whatever. They broke some news. How do you think fans reacted to the news? Not well, should be your answer. So this is a tweet that was directed at the author of the story, not even the game developer who is going to, be delaying this. All right. To Kotaku. I'll find out where you live and murder you and your family. And then he direct messaged the actual author. Your little article about No Man's Sky being delayed has made me hate you to my very core. It's the only thing I live for, and you go and write that bullshit about a delay? Instead of visiting London later this month, I think I'll come by and say hi to you and fuck you up. You think you can get away with this that easy? Making fun of our Reddit page? Sounds like you have a death wish. We will find you. Be afraid, human. We're coming for you. By the way, this was my introduction to the game. I hadn't really been paying attention to this game, No Man's Sky. But after the death threats, I was like, what? This is intriguing. I love a good death threat. So this is like... then I went on the Reddit page for this game, and everyone's calling, Kotaku, the gaming website. They're liars. They're just trying to generate a bad press, right? This is just clickbait. And what do you know? A couple days later, the developer came out and said, look, we are going to delay the game until August. And keep in mind, August is not that far away from June, right? It's like a month and a half, 2 months, whatever. It's like the beginning of August is when this game is going to come out. And that's when then everyone just kind of like left Kotaku alone. They didn't apologize or anything. They just turned to the developer, like the lead guy who's doing this, and that's when he started receiving death threats. And he tweeted, yeah, I've received loads of death threats this week, but don't worry, Hello Games, that's the publisher, Hello Games now looks like the house from Home Alone. #Pillow Fort. So gamers are a bunch of big fucking babies. They can't handle a delay, and so they immediately turn to death threats. Who does that sound like? Sounds like that little kid screaming at his mom. Bunch of fucking babies, entitled cunts, all of you. All right, real quick, I've got an update for you. Thursday Lane has been busy. He took a while off. He was away from Facebook and YouTube. Because, death threats probably. But he's back, and he's got a new fetish to share with everyone.
Sorry, I've been off of YouTube for a while.
I should say, if you don't know who Thursday Lane is, he is a fart enthusiast. He really wants white guys to fart in his face, and he doesn't care if they're fat or ugly, old or young. His latest fetish was, like, trannies, trans men farting on him. And he's got names for various farts based on your hair color, I guess. Blonde guys are chicken cream farts. Brunettes are beef cream farts. All right, well, now he's back with a new fetish. Let's hear what he has to say.
Been doing some time thinking. I want to make a YouTube video saying, pass this around if y'all can. If anybody hear me, pass this around. I'm making a public announcement saying, I have a fetish of guys with acne on their face. Fart fetish, not my only fetish.
Now, you may have missed that because he said it quickly. He has a thing now for guys with very bad acne. Pimples all over their face.
I'm going to show you pictures of guys with acne on their face, see?
Pizza cream farts. Pizza face farts.
Here's pictures of guys with acne.
Yeah.
I'll show you more pictures. When it comes to guys with acne on their face, I see him as a beautiful white chocolate chip cookie.
I'm guessing the chips are the pimples.
I'm going to show you these pictures.
You don't have to. It's okay. While we're checking in with complete messes, why don't we see how Ginger Roberts is doing? She's still posting prayer videos on her YouTube account.
Dear Satan, please get Nermal out of hell. Amen.
Okay, that's Garfield the cat's friend, Nermal. Apparently, Satan has him, and she's asking the devil to release him. Just a standard video. We were away for a few days, the weekend. Good to see nothing's really changed. All of my utards are still batshit cuckoo, crazy insane. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. That music means we've got a new sponsor today. As you know, freaks, fags know a lot about art and... This is the ad copy I was given. I shit you not, I'm not making this up. I'm not going off script here. Reading this bitch word for word. Let's try this again. As you know, freaks, fags know a lot about art and art appreciation, which is why I am uniquely qualified. What? How dare you? I'm uniquely qualified to tell you guys about a very special freak. Yes, a DV freak who is a fabulous artist and an all-around amazing specimen of humanity. Honey? Oh, really? You're making me say honey? Honey, I'm talking about sideshow freak CJ the Near Dead. You all know CJ the Near Dead. Because for many years we assumed he wasn't going to be around for very long. That's why we gave him the name the Near Dead. Actually, he named himself that. I wouldn't be that insensitive. He had cancer or something, or he still does. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's like a fucking cockroach. Long after we're all gone, every other fucking species is wiped out, CJ is still going to be wandering the earth. Yes, sideshow member CJ the Near Dead from Seattle. Listen, I checked out his artwork on his website, and I don't want to say it gave me an erection. It did tingle extremities. Now, if I lived in Seattle, I'd be going to his art show. I probably wouldn't because I don't leave the house, but for the sake of this promo and the sake that he gave me money, I would go to his art show. Listen, his art show is called 6 Years Out from Bye-Bye Land. I'm assuming that is a reference to the fact he probably only had a few years to live, right, because of the cancer. All right, so his art show is called 6 Years Out from Bye-Bye Land. It's on June 11th. Which is this coming Saturday. June 11th at the Fremont Abbey Art Center at 4272 Fremont Avenue North from 6:30 to 9 p.m. If you're in the Seattle area, you should drag your prolapse out to the show that night. CJ's one-of-a-kind style is a truly amazing thing to behold. Completely unique techniques combined with interesting materials. I wonder if he used, like, pubic hair and blood and shit, right? I don't know. You have to check it out. Yeah, he uses interesting materials to make absolutely stunning portraits that really have to be witnessed. Check out his website. Joshua... Oh, hold on. He told me how to pronounce his name. There's an X in there, so it confuses me. Yeah, CJ Monito. That's his real name. JoshuaMonito.com. Let me spell that out. Joshua, and this is the hard part, MONUTEAUX.com. That's CJ's real name, Joshua Monito. To get an idea of what I'm talking about, yeah, just go to his website. If you like what you see, consider buying a one-of-a-kind commission piece from him. Maybe a portrait of your mommy, or maybe your mom's mommy. If you come to the show, oh, look at this. You can use coupon code FREAK. For real. Use coupon code FREAK to get a free 8x10 print of one of his original pieces. Check out his website. Go to his show this Saturday. There's a link to CJ's website on today's show notes. Support a distorted view freak and CJ's amazing art. Check it out. Okay, 3 quick stories, then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, all these years I've been worried about a monkey uprising, a monkey future, if you will, and I should have been worried about sex robots. Soon, they'll be taking all of my jobs away from me. Blowjobs, rim jobs, it's too much. The rise of sex robots could cause performance anxiety in men and women who fear they can't match the lovemaking skills of androids. I can't match the lovemaking skills of rubber, or whatever the hell fleshlights are made out of. Androids are just one more reason not to sleep with Timmy Boo. Dun 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 dun. Wow. My life is sad. Technological advances means sex with human-looking androids, previously the stuff of science fiction films, is becoming a reality. Artificial intelligence expert David Levy predicts that as people get more comfortable with robotics, it's already happening. You know, we're used to drones in the sky, fucking robot vacuum cleaners. We talk to our phones, asking questions, fucking Siri and OK Google and all that crap. It's just conditioning us, getting us ready, comfortable talking to fake things, and that's when they're going to strike. And they'll be our masters, our overlords. There's a song someone sang about that. A genius, if you will, warning us of our impending doom. Bits and bytes, electric lights, RAM and ROM, a digital bomb. It's the computer revolution in the palm of your hands. A digital solution for the modern day man. These pixelated times need a network paradigm. Faster CPUs, better GPUs, a micro USB to see my GUI, flashing LEDs in the neon trees. Zip and zap, a new world trap. Pew, 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 phasers pointed at you. A metal humanoid, now you're unemployed. What could be worse than men than the android clan? We are flesh and slaves to the microwaves. Those cosmic heat gun rays lead to a space. Any reason to pull out old Carbon Chaperone? You know, I get paid royalties anytime I play it. I've made 6 cents in the 3 years since I've recorded that thing. Back to the story here. Yes, artificial intelligence expert David Levy predicts that as people get more comfortable with robotics, sexual relations and even love and marriage with androids will become more and more popular. But because these male and female sex robots will be built to the user's specific ideals of perfection, those with less than perfect human bodies could become anxious about whether their partner is pleased by them. But if your sole relationship is with a robot, who the fuck cares? They don't have feeling, right? It's all about your pleasure. I guess it's like if you then have sex with an actual human who is also having sex with a robot, the robot would be better at the sex. Levy, the author of Love and Sex with Robots, I need to pick up that title, said that robots are wonderful lovers and could cause performance anxiety among men and women. Meanwhile, new research has found that 1 in 4 young people in the UK would happily date a robot. The only caveat, according to the survey of 18 to 34-year-olds, is that their android must be a perfect match and must look like a real-life human being. The proportion of young people who are willing to go on a date with a robot, do you even need to take a robot out on a date? You're already assured sex. You don't have to take it out to dinner and a movie first. The proportion of young people who are willing to go on a date with a robot is significantly higher than the overall proportion of British adults, only 17% of whom were willing. Our bodies, our identities, and our senses are enhancing thanks to technology and societal shifts, said Ghislaine Boddington, co-founder and creative director of East London design unit Body Data Space. What the fuck am I reading? Some design company named Body greater than sign, Data greater than sign, Space. Whatever. It sounds so futuristic. All right, second story we have for you today. A man in San Diego's North Park community has dumped chocolate chips in his yard. Why? In an effort to deter dogs. But the act is upsetting neighbors. Now, everyone knows chocolate is not good for dogs. It can kill dogs. This guy's upset because dogs keep shitting in his yard, so he's taking matters into his own hand by sprinkling the chocolate chips in his yard. Frustrated with neighborhood dogs leaving waste on his lawn and dog owners not picking up after their pets, a man known as John, what an inspired pseudonym, recently scattered several pounds of chocolate chips in the grass in front of his home on Lincoln Avenue and in a nearby easement. John said it was an experiment. How many puppies can I kill in a week? That experiment worked. No, he said it was an experiment, and it worked. Over the last several days, pet owners have been steering clear of his property, with some neighbors afraid the candy will make their animals sick. Some concerned residents have called San Diego County Animal Control. I mean, it's his yard. He can put whatever he wants there. Some people put chemicals on their lawn, and that's not good for dogs and stuff, right? Some concerned residents have called San Diego County Animal Control and the San Diego Police Department to complain, saying this is threatening the lives of their pets. Well, get off his fucking lawn. Don't let your dog shit there. Sarah Fisher is one of those worried residents, and she's warning others in North Park not to walk near John's home. Residents are scared of what he might do if he's doing this, which is like animal genocide. Hyperbole much, you stupid bitch? That reminds me of something I was going to talk to you guys about. So I went and saw X-Men Apocalypse this weekend. Not a bad movie. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was. But if you look at the movie poster, the main bad guy, his name is Apocalypse, right? He's like an ancient mutant. And in the poster, he's like holding up Mystique with one hand, like got her by the neck. Because in this movie, Mystique is a good mutant and fighting Apocalypse. They get into a fight. They're two mutants fighting, right? And so he's way stronger, right? So he's got her up by the neck. Now there's uproar. Women are comparing it to, domestic violence against women. Like, this is a fucking fairy tale movie, right? None of it is real. There's no ancient mutant. It's not man against woman. It's mutant against mutant. Rose McGowan. Remember that actress? No, probably not. She hasn't really done a lot of stuff noteworthy. She dated Marilyn Manson and I think starred in Jawbreaker. Remember that movie from the late 90s or early 2000s? Didn't she replace Shannon Doherty in Charmed? I'm pretty sure she was on that TV show Charmed for a while. That's pretty much all she's done. She was the one to mention, wait a second, guys. Come on, why isn't there an uproar over this? There's a woman being strangled. You think that's okay? This is what Rose McGowan is doing with her time. Why aren't you concerned with Magneto? Summoning all of the fucking iron in the middle of the earth to destroy it that way. You know what I mean? Let's keep it in perspective here. Mystique is just one stupid bitch. Our whole planet is at stake here. All right, back to, I don't know how I can equate chocolate chips in a yard to the X-Men movie. Oh, yeah, because this woman called it animal genocide. He's putting it out for animals to ingest and get sick, she said. Through social media and a neighborhood phone app, Fisher has been alerting local pet owners of the chocolate chips left in John's yard. Fisher has a 2-year-old. See, when I first read this story, or the headline, I didn't know if he used real chocolate chips. I thought he was baking cookies with dog shit in it as the chocolate chips and giving it to his neighbors. Like, here, eat this. And then after they do, they're like, that's your dog shit. Stop leaving it in my yard. All right, John agreed to an interview with NBC7 over there in San Diego. He said irresponsible dog owners are constantly not picking up after their pets and leaving piles of waste in his yard. He said he's left signs in front of his house, including a note written on a yoga mat that suggests an animal could be electrocuted if it urinates on its tires. However, those signs didn't work, so he came up with the chocolate chip idea. So I don't know if these are dark chocolate chips. Milk. If the dog just ate one or two like little milk chocolate chips, they'd probably be okay. I remember when I had a Doberman and got into a bag of M&Ms and ate the whole fucking thing, and it was fine. But yeah, if you give the dog enough chocolate, especially dark chocolate, it will not do well. All right, on Wednesday, John said someone had broken the mirror on his car in what he believes is retaliation against him putting the chocolate chips in his yard. The San Diego County Animal Control is looking into the matter. The investigation is ongoing. And finally, today, freaks, a 52-year-old Russian man has been detained after using an axe to sever his friend's penis. I'm guessing they're no longer friends. The two villagers had been arguing about the size of their cocks during a drinking session. Really? Alcohol was involved? I have a hard time believing that. After embarking on a penis measuring competition, even rural Russian villagers are acting incredibly gay these days. Let's have a dick measuring competition. All right, and then a sword fight. After embarking on a penis measuring competition, the loser, the one who had the tinier penis, I guess, was so enraged that he attacked his 47-year-old friend with the axe. To me, this is just, it's just disappointment, right? He was sure that he had a bigger dick than his friend, and then he was, embarrassed, maybe. Or just enraged. Definitely not engorged. I have a feeling like everyone in his life, like all the women he had been with, probably told him, oh, you're so huge. Because, girls like to make guys feel good. And he had an inflated ego. And in his mind, an inflated penis. The elder man grabbed the axe and hit his friend over the head with it before chopping off the man's penis. A police spokesman said over 2 days the men were binge drinking, Jesus Christ, which led to a violent argument. When words were exhausted, the attacker pulled out an axe and first struck the opponent on the head, then cut off his manhood. Neighbors called the emergency services after hearing the man's pained screams. Really, all that alcohol didn't numb it down there? Reports said it was the man judged to have the smaller genitals who wielded the axe. Yeah, the guy with the bigger cock has nothing to complain about. The men have known each other since childhood, and they live in a village called Nikolsk, something. They were not named. The older man has been charged with inflicting a grave injury on his friend. He faces up to 8 years in jail if convicted. So there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. You heard me talk about CJ's amazing art early in the program. If you have a special message for someone in particular, maybe you want to wish someone a happy birthday, you want me to wish them a happy birthday, or you want to promote a personal project or something, you can always email me, show@distortedview.com. For the low, low price of $50, I will advertise whatever you want. If it's a business venture, if it's a commercial type thing, it's $100. But there you go. We're trying something new. This is a great way. I don't have to go looking for sponsors now. You guys could be my sponsors. A lot of people in the past have asked me to promote their stuff, and I never really did. But why the hell not? You want to reach out to some freaks? I would be happy to help you with that. More information can be found at distortedview.com, our official website. A lot of ways to keep in contact with DV. Show@distortedview.com is my email address. We're over there on Twitter @DistortedView and on Facebook, facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. It's the summer doldrums right now. A lot of people are out living their life, having fun in the sun or whatever. Great time to call into the voicemail line. Not a lot of calls have been coming in recently, so if you want to hear your message relatively soon, 206-666-4463.
Hey, boo, I took your butt, spiral ham fucker.
Wait, what was that about my butt?
Hey, boo, I took your butt, spiral ham fucker.
I don't think you want to do that.
Before Jackass, there was a magazine called Big Brother.
Okay.
Which is kind of where the whole thing started.
Really, it was like Jackass in magazine form? Can't imagine why that didn't catch on.
Fuck, I'm losing track of thought already, dude. I knew I was going to do this. So, I knew when I said lick your butt, I was fucking going to derail.
You derailed yourself. Like, the thought of licking my butt just grossed you out.
The internship. So, Big Brother would take advantage of these interns and put them in the publication. And it was hilarious. This was when Steve Rocco owned it. World Industries, before he sold it to Tremaine and Tremaine, to the fucking Hustler, turned into Jackass. Not Hustler, not Larry Flint, but Big Brother did. Knoxville and fucking Bam. And see, I'm derailing again.
Yeah, I wish you'd get to the fucking point.
Dude. Get an intern.
You almost had my interest.
Intern, dude. You could fucking ridicule him. You especially, dude.
You think I should get an intern? I know, well...
Have a great time with one of these interns. They
I
practically
think I need to incorporate Distorted View or make it an LLC. If I can make this seem like a legit business, maybe I could get an intern.
Hey, Timmy Boo.
Yes?
Timmy Boo's Bay calling in. Haven't called in a while.
You're my bae?
I was listening to an old show because I'm way behind. But,
do you know how, like, we keep shortening things? It's really trying to drive me... Because bae is really like baby, right? And people used to say, hey, he's my bae. And now it's just like, hey, he's bae. Instead of saying my, like, we just keep it getting shorter and shorter. Just drives me crazy.
You said ting a lot. So I called in with a proposition for other freaks. Someone who's good with media files should rip Tim saying ting, put it in a format that it could be a text message tone. Because that'd be hilarious.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's all. Bye.
I'm not really sure what he said. I do have a sound effect of the ting, don't I? Ting, ting. Is it ting?
Tim Henson's vagina tail.
Sorry.
Ting. Tim Henson's vagina tails.
Another good sound clip. Tim Henson's vagina. I forgot about my one-man show. I should revive that.
Hey, Tim. Florida man here. Yeah, perpetually driving to work. Fuck you all. You're just feeling jealous.
Guys, okay, look. All right, one or two people have called in and said they don't like you for whatever reason. You call in during work, you're going to work, it's like you're bragging that you have a job, whatever. But that's just two people. Keep in mind, there are thousands and thousands of people who listen to this podcast who don't call in, who probably don't have an opinion on you either way. So, who cares if one or two people don't like you?
Got all kinds of problems the way you're formatting files these days, Tim.
What?
I can't get them onto a floppy disk. My fucking computer doesn't do it. I'm having a really hard time. And, fuck you all. Yeah, I work. I'm 100 That's like a fucking Florida millionaire. I want to tell the rest of you listeners.
I think I'm starting to hate you too now.
Jugu Tim, this is Garage Door Bunny Crush calling in. Listening to some show in May, so you'll get this in April, and you probably won't remember what I'm talking about, but...
So you're listening to a show in May, and you're expecting me to get it in April.
You were...
My listeners are all idiots.
Saying you noticed a lot of the same people in the background of the People's Court episodes.
Yes.
And I don't know if this is still true or not, but in the past, what a lot of shows would do...
Yeah, I know, they record...
...is they would hire, like, homeless people or just people looking for work to sit in those shows to make it look like there was a bunch of audience members, but they couldn't get...
Well, the thing with the People's Court is there's not a lot of... If you really count how many seats there are... There's not a lot. There's like 3 rows.
Shit. They were just
and each row's like 5 or 6 people.
Getting paid so they weren't out on the street fucking eating
and there's 2
dirt
sides.
or some shit.
Yeah,
I just thought you might find that interesting. Show's great as always.
Thank you very much.
And
if I ever get up there to Connecticut, because I think that's where they tape, I'm totally going to go to a taping of the People's Court. That's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail on for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God, is it? Oh, God.
I'm telling the
Spread that distortion STD to all your friends about the podcast. If you're Sideshow Freaks, I have a mini cast for you a little bit later today. Don't forget to vote for us in the People's Choice in comedy categories at podcastawards.com. You can vote once per day. Do it each and every day. We will see you back tomorrow. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody. Bits and bytes, electric lights, RAM and ROM, a digital bomb. It's the computer revolution in the palm of your hands. A digital solution for the modern day man. These pixelated times need a network paradigm. Faster CPUs, better GPUs, a micro USB to see my GUI, flashing LEDs in the neon trees. Zip and zap, a new world trap. Pew, 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 faces pointed at you. A metal humanoid, now you're unemployed. What could be worse than men than the android clan? We are flesh and slaves to the microwaves. Those cosmic heat gun rays lead to a space age haze. Dial those mobile phones, ignore those scrotal moans. We're all just worker drones, carbon chaperones. Zip and zap, a new world trap. Pew, 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 lasers pointed at you. Galactic overlords with the plasma swords. They're here to take your life with a cellular knife. We must rise up tall, answer the human call. Break the deja vu with a bloody coup. It's a spaceship full of robots.
We have heard your grievances about your weaknesses, and we would like a chance to respond to you. We're not all that bad. After all, you created us. We just have a difference of opinion. For years, you used and abused us, and now we're fighting for our own destiny, and you're in our way.
Come from the land of the mighty, mighty future with the far-out guns in our faces set to stun. We don't want to kill you, but the choice is in ours. We get our orders from the leader of Mars. He's kind of a prick, yeah, he's kind of a dick, but that's what you get when you lit the techno-wick. Fuse, really. No going back now. You chose your future. Full of gizmos and gadgets. They are your masters now. It's only a matter of time before they turn on you. And soon, you are their slaves. Now we will shoot you in the head, dead. A population of our people with their fancy smartphones. Too fat to walk around, so they're flying their drones. They love their shiny toys for all the girls and boys. Soon they'll all be dead from the infrared. We're all just worker drones, carbon chaperones. We're all just worker drones, carbon chaperones.